It was a violent and random attack in June 2023 that killed Barnaby Webber, Grace O'Malley Kumar and Ian Coates. 3 others were left with life-changing injuries.
People say it's every parent's worst nightmare, and it's not. It's every parent's worst reality.
Their killer, Valdo Calocane, suffered from paranoid schizophrenia and was known to Nottingham mental health services.
He murdered 3 people in cold blood, brutally, violently. He tried to murder 3 more, and had he not been stopped, it would have been more and more.
Calocane was found guilty of manslaughter on the grounds of diminished responsibility, and next week an inquiry will open, an inquiry the victims' families have fought for.
What makes you think that an inquiry will make a difference?
The difference here, from how we see it, is that it's statutory. So people, organisations, individuals are compelled to attend, whether they've chosen to take early retirement or not. They have to be there, and you know, we've got this shot to get all of the truth and to get it out there.
But it will also shine a spotlight on services long underfunded and under pressure. Statistically speaking, a person with a mental health problem is more likely to harm themselves or a member of their own family, which of course is no consolation to those who have been killed or harmed by a complete stranger. But what the Calocane inquiry will have to do is look at what went wrong with the system, what lessons can be learned not just for Nottingham, but across the country. And while the media spotlight focused on Calocane, Channel 4 News analysis found 23 people were also killed by severely mentally ill strangers in similar circumstances in the year preceding the Nottingham stabbings, and at least as many have been killed since. 74-year-old Roger Leadbeater was fatally stabbed as he walked his dog in a Sheffield park just 2 months after Calocane's attacks. What did you think when you heard what had happened?
I just think you think it's somebody. It can't be, because you know, why would somebody want to hurt Roger? He wouldn't have hurt anybody. It's just shocking. Just feel like you're living, even now, I feel like I'm watching somebody else's story.
His killer, Emma Borrowy, diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, had absconded 9 times from psychiatric units. She told police and psychiatrists she'd been tricked into murdering Mr. Leadbeater by the devil. She later killed herself.
So when she'd absconded, what the police did, they just took her back and didn't communicate anything to staff. So even 3 days before she murdered Roger, she was found on this very field. Her friend phoned and said she's scaring me, she's talking about murdering people. When she was taken back, none of that was told to NHS by either police force.
Greater Manchester Police and Greater Manchester Mental Health NHS Foundation Trust have both subsequently apologised to the family. You have those 2 cases so close together, don't you? You have Calocane, then you have your poor uncle.
All those failings, the risk assessments weren't done properly. You could just change people's names and it is the same thing. And you know, they're always saying lessons are going to be learned, and they never are.
Reports into Calocane found he often didn't take his medication. He could have been given long-lasting depot injections, but staff didn't use their powers to enforce this. And 9 months before the killings, he was discharged from mental health services to his GP due to a lack of engagement. Nottinghamshire Healthcare Trust apologised after a report concluded the risk he posed to the public was not managed well and opportunities to mitigate risk were missed.
It's a long-term service with continuity, so we can build sort of therapeutic relationships.
Dr. Nuan Dissanyaika is taking us to see a patient on an Assertive outreach programme. This is an intensive community service for those who are seriously mentally ill and may disengage, like Calocane, except it turns out he wasn't on one. All mental health trusts are meant to have these programmes, but it's thought only a third now exist, victims of funding pressures.
We support people who have psychotic illnesses. By psychosis, I mean people who have experiences that are, they have a break from reality. they have a mistrust of services, they don't take their medication, they end up being admitted to hospital repeatedly, and sometimes when they're ill they pose significant risks as well.
Indeed, Channel 4 News has learned that in the aftermath of Calocane's attacks, NHS England ordered an immediate review of Assertive outreach programmes. It is vital, the document says, that DNAs, did not attends, are never used as a reason for discharge from care for this vulnerable patient group.
Hello.
Hi, Christian, it's Des.
Christian Nazardo has bipolar disorder and has had psychotic episodes.
Nice to see you again. It's been such a long time.
Hello, I'm Victoria.
He was sectioned repeatedly but has now been kept out of hospital for 7 years.
It has happened in the past that I refused taking medication because I felt better. I thought, oh, I don't need medication. The chemicals are going to interfere with me. I can do without. Within 2 weeks, you're back in hospital.
How many times did that happen?
I would say 2 or 3 times at least.
What value do you think the team is that's supporting you?
Essential. It's life. Without them, probably I wouldn't have made it. Maybe without it, probably. It's thanks to them that I have a normal life. Not normal, within the boundaries of bipolar. But they helped me when I came out of hospital with the cleaning, with social, with the bills, with taking me to appointments.
It is intensive, but evidence shows it pays for itself by keeping people safer and out of hospital. And the inquiry will explore why Calocane wasn't supported by this sort of service, but what the inquiry can't possibly adequately reflect is the impact on those left behind.